DFA Online. News and events from different Philippine embassies and consulates around the world. DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Good day, I am Win Peñano with today's DFA Online. The Department of Foreign Affairs, or DFA, joins the Filipino community and Roman Catholics worldwide in mourning the death of His Holiness Pope Francis. In a statement, the department remembered Pope Francis as a beloved spiritual leader for tens of millions of Filipinos who follow his writings on how to care for the environment, as well as his advocacy for more protection for the poor and the oppressed. The agency noted that Pope Francis is best known for his encyclical Laudato Si, or Praise to be to you, and for his example of compassion and humility. The pontiff visited the Philippines on January 2015, where he held Mass for millions of Catholic faithful in Manila, Tacloban City, and Palo Municipality in Leyte Province. The 88-year-old Roman Catholic leader died on Monday at his residence in the Vatican's Casa Santa Marta. Cardinal Kevin Farrell, Camerlengo of the Apostolic Chamber, said the Pope had returned to the house of the Father and praised his example as a true disciple of the Lord Jesus.
DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
In our news, the Philippine Consulate General in Milan, Italy on Monday reported that a 61-year-old Filipino helper died in a burglary incident over the weekend. In a statement, the Consulate General said the tragedy happened Saturday night. Citing news reports, the consulate said the Filipino victim appeared to have been strangled to death by the suspect, who broke into the apartment of the victim's Israeli employer near Parco Sempion. The suspect was arrested by police at the scene of the crime. It also assured the public that it would reach out to the victim's next of kin to extend whatever assistance it could give.
DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
More news from the DFA. The Philippines supported the emerging consensus among member states on the need to make the Food and Agriculture Organization, or FAO, more agile, efficient, responsive, impactful, and fit for purpose, and aligned with the wider United Nations system. The Philippines, through its ambassador and permanent representative Neil Imperial, made the remarks at the 177th session of the Council of FAO last April 7 to 11, 2025 in Rome, Italy. In his address at the event, Ambassador Imperial said that the Philippines recognizes FAO as one of the largest UN agencies with an important mandate of addressing food security and nutrition, stressing the FAO should be on equal standing with the foremost UN system organizations. He underscored, however, the importance of assessing the funding availability and the cost implications of reform vis-a-vis the benefits, particularly in view of the current liquidity crisis of the UN. During the course of the 5-day session of the Council, the Philippines also articulated its comments on, among others, FAO's reviewed Strategic Framework 2022 to 2031, Medium-Term Plan 2026 to 2029, and Program of Work and Budget 2026 to 2027, Global Food Security Challenges and Drivers, FAO's Emergency Interventions in Crisis Settings, Work on Antimicrobial Resistance, or AMR, and reports on the sessions of the Council committees. The Philippines also joined the discussions of the Council on the preparations for the 44th session of the conference, which will take place on June 28 to July 4, 2025 at the FAO headquarters. One of the 49 member nations of the Council elected by the AFO conference, the Philippines serves until the end of the 45th session of the conference in July 2027. The FAO Council acts as the executive arm of the conference between its sessions, exercising functions relating to the status of world food and agriculture, prospective activities of the organization, administrative, and constitutional matters.
DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
And that wraps up today's edition of DFA Online. For Radyo Pilipinas World Service, I am Win Peñano. Good day.
DFA Online. News and events from different Philippine embassies and consulates around the world. DFA Online. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.